Hi guys, Spooky here, and welcome back to another video in my Dark Souls Remastered series. Last time, we had beaten the Bed of Chaos and gotten the very large ember from the New Lano ruins, which I used to get my scythe to plus 12. Today, we're going to be doing most of the DLC area, and so to start off, we'll need to kill the Hydra in Darkroot Basin. I take the fight slowly, chopping off each head one at a time whenever the Hydra does its bite attack. I mostly try to use heavy attacks since it only takes one slice to cut off a head, but this fight does end up taking me a little while since the Hydra has so much health and I get unlucky with some of the angles. I sped it up to try not to bore everyone to death, but this fight does take a good while. The hardest part is always getting the last few heads, since they always land at odd angles. But after just a bit more finagling, I'm able to chop off the second to last head. Let's see. So I get the third to last head, finagle it a little bit, finagle a little this way, finagle that way a little bit. I chop it off, and that kills the Hydra. Woohoo! Once the Hydra is dead, I move on to fighting the golden golem that spawns in behind it. Ooh, I tank a big hit. I heal up. And I try to keep close while dodging or blocking attacks. Good roll there. I get unlucky and don't play it super well and get hit more than once by this thing. So I need to heal up a few times, unfortunately. But I am able to finish it off relatively easily. Next up, I head to the archives to get the pendant from the golem at the start here. First, I take out some crystal hollows. And, these crystal hollows, more of them came in from the next room, and they ended up getting in my way and joining in the fight, so I had to kill them first before I could focus my attention onto the golem. Here I am trying to draw him away, but you can see the hollows coming up behind him. So there's one hollow down. There's the next hollow down, Bakustabu. Bakustabu! And here's me taking out the golem. Easy peasy. Once the golem is dead, I immediately take on the first challenge of the DLC, the Sanctuary Guardian. This is a very aggressive boss with very quick attacks that can be hard to avoid. I try to maintain a safe distance from it, but unfortunately it's too quick for me, and I die to it on my first attempt. See, I just can't get the timing right with all these hits. I just keep getting whacked. And here I try to heal, and it's over. It's over. It's over. Anyways, on my second try, I play it a little more carefully with my roll timings. I do still take some hits, but I hold my own much better this time. I try to get as many swings off as I can whenever I can. And I try to roll to dodge all those crazy attacks he does, especially the combo attacks. Those are really the dangerous ones. Ooh, look at that dodging. Look at that rolling. Let's go. Okay, Spooky, I see you. Man, I am still taking a fair few hits here. But I'm doing all right. I get really lucky here and I managed to cut his tail off. Not even intentionally at all. And then after taking a big hit from him, after taking a big hit from him, I back off to heal up before closing the distance on him and getting him down to just one hit. It does take a little more back and forthing before I finally lay him to rest, though. And there we go. Jump attack, and he's dead. He's dead. Easy. I move on to fighting Artorias next, but my first attempt does not go very well. Bonk. So that's how that went. On my second attempt, though, I focused completely on rolling to dodge instead of blocking, and I found much more success. That's the real strategy with this fight, is that you have to roll block and not dodge, because dodging just drains all your stamina. I mean, excuse me, blocking drains all your stamina. Dodging is ideal in this fight. It's a very tense fight with how fast and aggressive he is, and I had to play it extremely carefully to avoid dying. Artorias, and honestly the DLC bosses in general, are some of my favorite bosses in this game. But Artorias specifically, I love how fast-paced and aggressive he is. I love his design and his lore. And I remember having an insanely difficult time against him the first time I ever played the game. Or the first time I ever played the DLC. It must have taken me at least like 15 tries to kill him back then. But that was then, and this is now, and now I'm able to keep up with my roll timings pretty decently. Ooh, that was close. I'm really lucky he didn't do the attack where he spams his jump. And then you get stun locked and can't get out of it. I did end up needing to use more than a few assists in this fight, but I'm just able to whittle him away over time until I get him to one hit. And then I have to heal myself up first. I don't want to die. And here, I'm finally able to finish him off. Woohoo! Next up, I go through Ulasil to grab key items and get to Manus. Here, I'm getting the broken pendant. Oh, the silver pendant. Sorry, the broken pendant is the other one. I'm getting the silver pendant, and I'm using it while I make my way across the bridge with the sorcerer. Look at that. Just blocks that magic right away. Get away from me, magic. I want nothing to do with that. None of your black magic. None of that. Then, I go get the crest key from the mimic so that I can set up the fight with Kalameet, though that'll be for another video. Fight the mimic. Don't fall for the mimic like free run. Just fight them. If you see a suspicious chest, hit it first. Ask questions later. Don't just stick your head in it. Then later in the level, I get ambushed and die, and it was just so bad that I felt like I had to include it in this video. Womp womp. But I make it through to the dungeon, the Ulasil dungeon, on my next try. So I free Sif, and I had to take Manus on, my little buddy. Sif is the best boy. He's a good boy. Sif is a good boy. He's a good boy. All right. My first attempt at trying to fight Manus doesn't go well. I forgot to make myself human so I could summon Sif, and I don't know, I wasn't into it. I got him down pretty low, actually, but I just wasn't able to finish off the fight. I get taken out by his black magic while trying to heal up. Hmm. Here we go, my second attempt. Now, my second attempt goes much better, and I have Sif to help me this time. Manus is my number one favorite boss in this entire game, and maybe even in like all of the Souls games that I've played. And I know his moveset pretty well, of course. His design is so cool, but really the reason he's my favorite is I just love the fight. I love his moveset. I love how aggressive he is. I love his range. His design is pretty cool too. I try to roll through his attacks, but I do get caught in a wombo combo a couple times, embarrassingly, despite my best efforts to avoid him. I maintain distance to heal and getting close to get shots off whenever the chance arises. Now, this fight is certainly slow with Manus' huge health pool, but I just find it to be so fun and challenging. No matter how many times I play this game, I always enjoy fighting Manus and seeing how I fare against the Father of the Abyss. And to be completely honest with you, I wasn't expecting to have success on just my second attempt against him in this run. But I think I played this fight pretty well, all things considered. Sif and I just keep chipping away at him, and I keep getting hit like a dingus. But I'm doing my best here, guys. I really am. I'm not doing very much damage either. I managed to avoid that wombo combo, thankfully. I'm not doing very big damage. Let me see if I can move. 215. 215 isn't great against the boss with so much health. Oh, but look at that. Sif is such a good boy. He goes in even though he gets wounded. I didn't notice it when I was playing yet, but when I noticed Sif start limping, I was so sad. I felt so bad. The poor puppy. He's just trying to help. Look at him back there. Here's where I realized he was limping. I can't believe Manus would hurt Sif like that. Now we have to kill him. Now we have to kill him. And we do. And that's it for today. Thank you. Hi guys. If you liked that video and would like to see more, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video, and I hope to see you on the next one.